I was officially whitelisted into CrossTie's SMP CrossCrafts, and as soon as I joined, I found Lowfish and a friend of his that gave me bread, and they warned me about the dark purge that's going on. Now that's a bit scary. I don't know what happened, but so be it. Something happened. I don't want to necessarily collect from in the town. Now, during this entire time, I was basically just getting an idea of what the town looked like, and I was just exploring to get an idea of where everything was so I knew where things were. I was also just getting an idea of what other people have built and try to figure out what kind of build I wanted for my own starter home or main base, and where I would like to build, whether I wanted to be near spawn or whether I would venture out further somewhere. I'm not going to bore you with all this stuff, so I'm going to just speed up this process and get to the point where I kind of started collecting some materials and finally find a location where I was going to finally build my very first home. Okay, let's just collect some of this cherry wood. In this instance, I ended up finding out that an axe can actually make the whole tree fall. So, finding this out, it made cutting trees much easier. Okay, cool. Okay, so that makes it easier. One tree there, one tree there. There you go, you got your two trees back. Got a third one even. Now I've got the saplings, I'm pretty good. I wonder what's happening. As an outsider, I didn't really understand what was going on, so I ended up deciding to just leave them be, leave it as is. And I decided to go mining, so having no clue of the true chaos of this, whatever the purge was, I thought it was best to not get involved at this point in time to figure out the history behind it. Finally got Stain Age, heck yeah. Standard achievements. But very, very important. And then I can make myself stone gear. So I'm gonna just mine stone until this pickaxe breaks, I imagine. That's not stone. Actually, I kinda want diorite in case I want to use it for my builds. Okay, I think that is enough for now. Now I've got 4 pieces of iron, that's good, I'm happy about that. I'll probably make an iron pickaxe as my first item out of iron. Yeah. Maybe a bucket, I don't know. I'll go wait and see. The bucket could be useful for like when doing high drops. Okay, there we go, that one's broken. Now I'm pretty good. Oh wait, I did not pick up my crafting table. The Commonwealth got destroyed? What Commonwealth? What? I'm so curious. I still have yet to learn about how they decided to govern. Ooh, that scared me. Oh. I'll take up the dragon egg. Oh yeah, I have shaders I can put on. Oh my god, wait. Resource pack. Put all this on. And then go to video settings. Shader pack. Now I have two choices. Bliss and complementary. Now Bliss makes me see-through, I just noticed. This is pretty though. And then the other one, complementary. This is cute too. I might actually go complimentary for this. Do you know that I wanted to do that? Apply. Okay, look good now. In this moment, I kind of went back to exploring during the daytime because when I was first exploring, it was rainy at night and things were a little difficult to truly see what it looked like in the daytime. So I went ahead and had a look at some more stuff once again in trying to finalize an idea for where I wanted my base. Now, from the nighttime exploration, I did come to a conclusion that I kind of wanted to do it on the water, but I wasn't 100% sure just yet. So I was still kind of looking for a more on-land location. Otherwise, if I couldn't find a space I liked, I would go onto the water and find a space in the water. Meeting hall. No armor, no killing bean, let's go away. Okay. That's cute. Their own little farm and housing. That's cute. Guest book. Oh, that's adorable. I love this house. Ah. In this moment, I came back to try get some more cherry blossoms, because I thought I should probably get more while I can. I can just replant them anyways. I also did see those players over there, and I did think about going over to them and try to talk to them and whatnot, as one of my goals for the server is to make friends. But I was way too nervous, so I just stayed on my side and keeping to myself as a person does. Make sure. Not me laughing in pain, that was awful, but here we are. Now, after collecting some extra cherry logs, I decided to go venture through the swamp and through the more foresty area. I had a look at some of the builds around and had a look to see if there was another like biome nearby with flowers I'd like. Also, I got distracted. I ended up finding a lily of the valley, so I ended up going to collect one as they're one of my favorite Minecraft flowers, and I knew I had to have at least one for my base. I also ended up through the market. I thought some of the builds were really cool, especially the potion one there and the big jukebox, which was earlier shown. um, I'll have to go through an actual video when I go check out the market properly in a later video. But anyways, I then just made my way back into town, and this is when I actually start to finalize where I choose to live. So I'm just gonna speed to that location where I've picked and show you where I started building. Now I have officially made my mark. I ended up deciding I'm most definitely gonna build upon the water. I put down my crafting table, my furnace. I ensured I had enough cherry logs and I was gonna build a bridge out. So I ended up doing so and building a bridge. Now it's only simple at this point, but it was a good foundation, which I will then enhance upon as time continues. I was AFK for a bit, and when I came back, I officially went ahead and killing some salmon. Because my number one goal, I must state, is I must find a Siamese cat in Minecraft and name it Kiri, which is my precious pet Kiri from my Akarian world, and also my Heartopian pet, and a cat I wish to name Kiri in the near future, hopefully. So obviously, gotta kill these salmon, put the salmon into a pouch or something, and keep it on me at all times in case I do find that random Siamese cat somewhere. There we go, first ever seedling planted. Oh. Oopsies. No, well, now I know. Do not do that again. And now I have to somehow get my stuff back. No! Okay. It's fine. This is fine. Great, maybe like... Why the hell is there a crazy hole right there? This is fine. That works. Yep. There we go. So sure that is the correct spelling. I can't be the only YouTuber who has to check for their username spelling anyway. But anyways, after confirming that was the spelling, I went back to work on my bridge on how I was going to get to my water base. And so I went along with the logs for the insides, and I was trying to map out how thick I wanted it, whether I should add more layers, and whether this is how I wanted it to be laid out. And in the end, I ended up loving what I was doing, so I just kept at it. In this instance, Slashy actually gave me some food prior when I was out of food or running low on food just randomly, so I wanted to share some of my food with them as I thought it would be a good way for me to actually interact with one of the players, as one of my goals was to make a friend. So this was me attempting to make a friend. So I went ahead to try share some of my food. I have like over 47 bread if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So obviously there's a community farm where everyone can collect food, so it's a little sad I couldn't use that to try share the food I had. I was hoping that'd be a good lean-in way for creating a bond of friendship or a possible collab or possible, who knows, connecting with someone on the server. But I attempted and failed. Better luck next time, me. Still so nerve-wracking. Where? I ended up going back to where spawn was, hoping to find some players to reattempt talking to someone, but it proved to be more difficult than I anticipated. I did consider to try again, but I wanted to at least go to mine and get some materials I needed, or creating stone bricks, because I wanted to use stone bricks for a platform from my bridge, or make a staircase out of the stone bricks or something. So I went ahead to go get some iron for tools and stone bricks, deciding that my interacting with people can be on a hold, since obviously I am a bit too nervous to speak up just yet. I decided to be curious and see what was at the bottom of the mines, because I haven't made it to the bottom yet, so I went to be nosy and see what was down there. So here we go. I think that was a amethyst. Whoa. Wow. This place was pretty insane. There was quite a bit to look at, and this hallway looks like it went on for like forever. I half didn't understand what I was looking at, so I didn't explore it to a proper extent. I think I was just trying to gaze about, and saw this amethyst geode, and I got excited about that. And I looked around, even past the construction stuff, and I am most definitely gonna probably check this out in a future date. Just now wasn't the time. I mapped out the layout, and that was about it for this at this moment. I then decided to head back to the surface, where I was on my way to my base. As being back at my base, I wanted to return to building my bridge to a staircase. Now it was getting pretty late, so I decided to finish up this staircase and then head to bed because it was a long day on the server. I spent a good about 3 hours in the evening when I finally was able to hop online and complete this task, which I was really happy about, and I enjoyed my first 3 hours on the server. Now, out of things I completed goal-wise, 1, I found a location where I am happy to build my home, and 2, I got cherry blossoms to be one of the blocks usable for it. Now that is all for everything I've done on day 1, episode 1 of the CrossCraft SMP. Now, as you can see, I am actually recording this many days after day 1, this ending, as I completely forgot to record an ending for this episode. And I'll probably have to do that for the first few episodes. I'll fix that. But thank you for joining me, and I hope if you want to continue joining me in my experiences on the CrossCraft SMP server, then hit that subscribe button, which I think is a really, really, really good idea. So why don't you follow me in this journey